familiar, and I don't see you anymore. Oh, 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 I don't left you in times of trouble. We never could have come this far. I took the good times, I took the bad times. I'll take you just the way you are. Don't go trying some diversion. Don't change the color of your hair. You always have my sparking passion. I'm more than blindness into care. Hey, hey, hey. Conversation. I never want to go anymore. I just want someone that I can talk to. I want you just the way you are. Gracias.
I got goosebumps. He's such a wonderful singer, and I'm now in my new place. I'm going to show you the apartment tomorrow, which is an oasis. I cannot say how happy I am that I listened to my guidance, that I listened. I'm grateful, and I always think wherever you are, how great the teacher is, the master is. There's always a master in you, and this goes always first. So if you have a very clear guidance to do something or not do something, it's worth investigating. Sometimes we are wrong, and sometimes we are very right, and this was a very right decision. And it's the experience of life where we explore the directions, where we explore, was it our intuition, was it spirit, or was it wishful thinking? I mean, but if we don't explore it, we just narrow our life experience so much. And this singer, he is playing every night, so I'm his biggest fan. I love him. He's such, and if you, next time I make a photo of him, if you look into his eyes, boy, it goes into your bones. I mean, wow. It's very deep eyes, like this Mexican deep eyes. It's just awesome. So I tried to grab some food. It is, unfortunately, people are really early here, so it's now 9 p.m. The chances that I have food are very little. I'm missing food. I lost a lot of weight. I'm missing sleep. What can I say? But I'm very, very, very happy, and I'm very grateful in this beautiful place, lively, colorful, kind, open. So the spirit at night is to die for. That's what I think. It's really, I never expected that Mexico, or this space we are in here, Lake Chapala, Ajijic, has such a beautiful spirit, a liveliness, and yeah, it just touches my heart, as you can say. It's a very soulful place, and it reminds you what we're actually living for. So having said this, keep your fingers crossed that I get something to eat and some water, and then maybe finally I might get a good night's sleep. My apartment has a very different energy. Right away when you go into the center, you will see it. It's beautifully done. You just get calm, and it calms down my whole nervous system. So thank you, thank you. See you later. Bye-bye.
I need to know that you will always be. Same old time, not I do. What will tell did you believe in me? The way you don't believe in you. Listen to me, baby. Whoa, 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 whoa. I said I love you, God's forever, and this I promise from the heart.
Hello, good morning to New Generation Women. I'm going for my coffee now. I've already spotted a beautiful place. It is so peaceful. I had a late sleep in. I just was sleeping in bed long, no program, nothing to do, and just enjoying the quietness and the peace and not rushing, making my smoothie with banana, fresh mango, and I really enjoy it. But I do have to turn around because I think that nature and this still lake is much more beautiful to look at than to look at me right now. So let me show you. Some street workers, but we can deal with them. So see you later. Bye-bye. Wonderful coffee. It was beautiful, good tasting coffee in my absolute favorite restaurant and coffee bar in Ajijic. It's right at the Lake Chapala at the plaza, and it's so peaceful here, so quiet. So I think I go here for my daily spiritual practice and my meditations, because even if people are passing, they always do pass with respect. The children, when they're passing, they're quiet and mindful. So yes, Mexico is a noisy country, but people do know how to respect your privacy. It's different when you meet Americans here. So Americans are very vocal. They don't necessarily have that all, but with Mexicans, even if they do like noise and loud music, there is still a mindfulness about your privacy, and there is a kind of sensitivity to this, which I really like, even with the children. Now, I had this beautiful coffee. I have to head back. I could sit here for hours because just everything sinks in. Prayers, the song of prayer, sitting here, sitting in prayer for my direction, for support, for shifting any fearful thoughts that I might have, any blockages that are still in my mind that block me from continuing my path here, because it's a one step at a time path, and you never know the future. And of course you cognitively learn that there is no future, that there is no past, that there is only the present moment. Everybody tells you this. But when you go through transformation and you let really go of the past, or you let go of the comfort zone, or what you thought that would be the right path, or as a pandemic is putting some countries in a big disaster and Germany is really squeezed right now, you know, that's when we are kind of pushed to let that go, and it brings up fears, it brings up bad night sleeps, absolutely nightmares. So don't worry about that one. I'm always wanting to stress on this or focus on this, to know that you're not doing anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with you. It is just the path of transformation, and it will bring you back into a balance and into a form that you will be so grateful for when you look back. So for me also, it's sitting in prayer, and if I'm not having too much contact with afraid people and hearing to their fears and listening to their fears, but really be by myself, really sit in quietness. And it's easy to be in gratitude right now, I have to say that. So I was sitting here and I felt some joyful tears coming up, because I felt so grateful and how things are falling into place. And I will talk bit by bit my on the knees part before I left to Mexico. And one of the on the knees part was definitely that everything would just not work anymore. Just out of a sudden, people would stop cooperations, projects that were planned didn't work anymore, people didn't want to be interviewed for my podcast, marketing agencies didn't want to market my podcast because of the position I took, and I took it lightly. I didn't attack anybody, I wasn't aggressive, I was really mindful of building bridges and still expressing my position or my opinion, but in an open state and also being in more an allowing state. Also with my partner in Germany, Franz Ruppert, who is a psychotraumatologist and is very clear in his presence and what he observes right now. So everything, but I could feel, because I could feel there was a deeper meaning in this. I could feel it's easy for you to let it go, Janine. It's not working right now in Germany. And as I have said many times, I do believe energies can lift you up for certain things, or they stop you. And feeling in which energy you are right now and trusting that it might be the right energy. For some people in Germany, it might be exactly the energy because they're called to be there and to do research and bring more darkness to the light so that it can be healed. For me at the moment, it's important not to be in Germany, but as I said, maybe I come back for a later calling when people are more open to do the transformational work. For now, everything needs to be still with numbers, scientifically proven, lots of battle, lots of ego. So there's a very thick ego laying around or covering Germany. And I totally believe that some people are necessary to help uncover the source of the whole pandemic. Having said this, I'll let you go with the last impressions from this beautiful coffee place. So as you can see, it does have its charms, and I think they do have good food, so I will check this out, hopefully with my good friend this evening, that I don't have to cook so much. Bye bye for now.